My apologies if you were unable to view my video on Riemann's hypothesis. Since I have received complaints regarding the same, I have decided to make another video on the same topic. Now, to understand the hypothesis, we need to know the zeta function. I've already made a video on it, link is in the description, you can watch it. Well, the zeta function is simply the sum of the reciprocals of the natural numbers raised to the power of s. Another way to represent the function is this. It's basically the same thing, just a different representation. The problem with this representation is that the real part of s must be greater than 1. German mathematician Bernhard Riemann deformed the contour of the integral to find a representation valid for any s. Well, the problem says that what are the non-trivial zeros of the zeta function? The trivial ones are the negative even integers, and why are they so? I have already made a video on it, you can check them also. The hypothesis says that the non-trivial zeros are of the form half plus ib, where b is any real number. This hypothesis remains unsolved and is one of the Millennium Prize problems. However, Sir Michael Atiyah claimed that he had found a simple solution to this mind-boggling hypothesis. To understand the overview of the proof, we need to understand what is a critical strip and what is a critical line. Say this is an Argand plane. The critical strip is the region in blue which ranges from 0 to 1 on the real axis. The pink line over here is the critical line, which is real part equal to half. The hypothesis simply says that the non-trivial zeros lie on this pink line. Now, only a small rectangle was taken in this particular critical strip. It was assumed that b is a particular zero of the zeta function. Now, before moving on, let's talk about the tot function or the t function. It's generally a polynomial which have the following properties. The stability of the polynomial with increase in degree was shown by the mathematician Hirzebruch in the form of an equation, which is over here, where f and g are the power series with no constant term. Now, it was assumed that b lied on this particular line but was not on the pink line. Existence of such a b would clearly lead to a particular contradiction. Next, another function was defined, which is the f function, which is represented as the following. Next, it was assumed that the power series defined as f and g are both equal and is equal to the function f. The final deduction made, depending on all the conditions that we have already discussed earlier, it was found out that f of s is equal to 2 times f of s, which shows that f of s function is identically 0, which means that this thing is equal to 1, which further means that the zeta of s plus b is identically equal to 0, which is clearly not the case, as over here s can be anything, any complex number. But we know that the zeta of b is equal to 0. So this gives us the required contradiction and hence proves the hypothesis.